Hey, Debbie, you got there quick. How's it going? Change the color. That one takes the color out. Okay. And then we'll brighten it like this. Michael Goldsmith, Nick Brown, Steve Running. You're okay? Oh, Debbie's talking back to me. Ooh, I feel special. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I'm working on that's brightness. That is the contrast there. That will remove it. Okay, so I'm having a problem here. Just getting that white stuff out of the background there. Some kind of weird here. You know, I do a little bit of a black background there. It's just kind of a, you know, they reset all my settings, guys, so I lost everything. I don't know why. I'm not going to get upset about it. So anyway, welcome to the show. We got a few things to talk about. I saw a really good movie. I want to recommend it to you guys. It's Hey, Token Dave, what's up, brother? So I saw a movie, and those of you guys that are into like DC Comics and shit, you guys have to see this movie. You have to see the movie Mortal. It's a must-see. It's fucking fantastic. I watched it over a period of 2 days. I paused it last night. I got tired and went to bed. Today, watched a little with Mark. He came over. After he left, I watched the end of it. Wow. It is so fucking wow, bro. It's wower than Harlem, kid. Look, hey, James, hey, Kevin, Nick Brown, hello. Okay, so I'm going to have to refresh the chat so I can get a number here. So let's do that. James McGill, Kevin Vaught. Watching Rogie walk across the front yard here. We're going to disable the chat repeater there. A lot was happening on Twitter. But don't forget that Trump voters and Bernie voters were the closest in voting demographics in 2016. When Bernie was sidelined, a lot voted for Trump. Sad because Bernie... Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with it. True. But Sanders voters don't have anywhere as much of an issue with basic reality, unlike Trump voters do. Like Trump voters do. Yeah, I love Rye. Hi, Rye. But he's kind of a little bit of a fanboy of Donald Trump. So he doesn't understand where I'm coming from with Donald Trump. Ranch in Edmond, Oklahoma. Robin Selig, thank you. Carol, what's the name of the movie? The movie is called Mortal. What a fucking movie. I watched it on Amazon Prime for free. I don't know where my doggy is right now. He was walking across the yard before. He's probably out there wandering around a little bit. Oh, nope, here he comes. He's coming back in right now. Hey, Bees. Hey, Harls. What's up, guys? Come on in. Come on, Bees. Good boy. Good boy. All right, let's turn RoboDog off. Let's check Harley's status here. Harley is all statused up. Rogi's got food and water. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. We're good to go here. All right, good, very good. The blanket is straight. You'll look it up. Yeah, look it up. What a wild ride that movie is. Like every movie that I've ever seen. Again, failure on the ending. But, you know, producers just don't know how to end movies anymore, man. You know? But now that we've determined that no movie ever has a good ending ever again, with that being said, I mean, the goddamn movie is so enjoyable. It is just so, like I said, wower than Harlem Kid. That movie is, I mean, it's raw because it's foreign. You got to read subtitles for a lot. I mean, there's English. There's plenty of English in that movie. But there's times you don't even realize you're reading subtitles, man. They're speaking in other languages, which is really cool. And, but dude, the fucking sound, the special effects, the CGI, the makeup, the acting, the plot, it's a fucking movie. It is. It's a popcorn thriller, bro. You know, grab your popcorn. Get ready to fucking hate some folks. And you guys are going to fucking love it. Like I said, wild ride. I even cleaned my computer. I made a video of me cleaning my computer. Do you know it's so satisfying because it gets so dusty? Like my Beazle. He gets dusty too. I don't clean him as much. The computer probably gets more attention. Short-haired dogs are great. But I made a video. It's kind of fun. I don't know. You guys want to watch it, let me know. Chris, hello. Sean, hello. Yes, we're doing good. Yes. So, yeah, like I said, I got a few things to talk about. A few things going on. Y'all might find interesting, maybe. Just this power cord here. Just gotta plug this in. There we go. We'll get on with the show. 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 I'm just going to get on with it, man. There we go. Okay, I got my amplifier put back. Hey, Lenny. How's it going, buddy? Lenny just fucking fit right in, didn't he, everybody? He's like our newest cool fucking viewer. He stuck around, didn't he? Not a lot of people do what Lenny did. They just kind of ease in, fit right in. You know, have a fucking showdown with me one day and just hang out and become a goddamn supporter. He's even on Twitter, everybody. Lenny has come over to Twitter. Thank you, Lenny. Lenny, I just want to welcome you to the audience, man. It's nice to have you. I mean, it's really that small of a viewing audience here that we notice when we get a new person, man. It's pretty fucking sad. At the same time, man, not for me to pick somebody new up, especially an older person, for as salty as I am, man. You know, it's refreshing for me that I can say what's on my mind or say how I'm feeling and not offend people. You know, I don't want to offend people. The last thing I want people to do is get offended and leave while I'm expressing myself. You know, it works out that way because I curse a lot and yell and scream and, you know, throw my hands in the air, whatever. Like I just don't care. As I was promising you, I've got plenty for you. Let me just go to my my likes. Let me go to my likes, which I don't normally do. Yes. So we did discuss Ron Placone completely nailed the Neil Young Spotify Joe Rogan discussion and parroted exactly what I said about it. Free speech outweighs everything. Neil Young, sorry. You don't get to silence Joe Rogan, Neil Young. Sorry, Democrats. You don't get to silence Joe Rogan, Democrats. Sucks to be y'all. Spotify gave you all the big fucking finger. Told you go fuck yourselves. And I agree with that sentiment. It's free speech and all, go fuck yourselves. If you're for the silencing of someone because you disagree with what they say, I say go fuck yourself. You don't understand what the First Amendment is. And very much like Max Blumenthal doesn't understand why we shouldn't silence Nazis, as he got silenced being accused of being an anti-Semite. How perfect was that for old Max Blumenthal on this morning show? Did you guys catch that one? That's a good one, isn't it? Oh, any Gray Zone fans out there want to fucking come forward and talk about that? Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll lay it out for you. Max Blumenthal works at the Gray Zone. At the Gray Zone is Ben Norton, and this is guilt by association, call it whatever the fuck you want, posted a video explaining that he feels that Nazis should be silenced. It's a very blatant support of a measure that they're trying to pass at the UN to silence all Nazis around the world. It's a stupid fucking amendment. And Ben Norton, journalist at the Gray Zone, where Max Blumenthal works, thinks that's a perfect idea. Him just being a journalist and all. So working with him, you've got Max Blumenthal, works for the same company. And as far as I'm concerned, it's guilt by association. If you're going to allow Ben Norton to put that video up on his Propaganda Now or Propaganda Today or whatever he calls his show and not have anything to say about it, Max Blumenthal, you're complicit. You're guilty. And you also, by your silence, support the silencing of Nazis. So how ironic is it that Max Blumenthal now suddenly, from the Gray Zone, Silence the Nazis Gray Zone, is now complaining because he's being silenced and being accused of anti-Semite. I have a feeling he's a Jewish guy. It's a little hypocritical and hilariously, fucking ironically stupid to accuse him of that. But I digress. I warned them all that it was going to happen to them. And it happened to them. And Ben Norton appeared with Primo something. He's a Primo Radical, right? Appeared with him on Primo Radical's show. And Ben Norton cried and cried and cried about the fact that YouTube was silencing his videos and silencing Primo Radical's videos. How quickly that turned around. Do you see how that works so fast to bite you in the ass? It's a slippery slope, and Ben Norton and Max Blumenthal slipped right down that motherfucker and ended up getting silenced themselves as they were supporting the silencing of others, sadly. Jimmy Dore warned us about this. I'll continue to harp on this, and I will always give Jimmy Dore credit for opening up my eyes to this. Whether he agrees or not, I mean, he always has Max Blumenthal on fucking mention any of this shit. The fact that the Gray Zone wants to silence Nazis. Jimmy never brings that up. I've tweeted it at him, but of course my tweets go unnoticed. I'm your favorite person on YouTube. Thank you, Lenny. It's very nice of you to say. You're my very favorite new viewer. You ain't salty. I'm not. Well, then maybe I've got the definition of salty wrong. It's harsh language. I use harsh language like a sailor, salty sailor language. That's what I mean when I say salty. And I don't pull punches. People don't like that, but I'm not going to throw softballs at Jimmy Dore like Jackson Hinkle will, I'm not going to throw softballs at Robert F. Kennedy Jr. like Jimmy Dore will. I'm not going to throw softballs at Jimmy Dore like Max Blumenthal does. And I'm not going to throw softballs at Max Blumenthal like Jimmy Dore does. And I'm not going to throw softballs at Jimmy Dore like Kurt Metzger does. I'm not going to do it. Okay, count me out of your club, whatever. Tell me I'm not your friend anymore. Stop buying my triage oil. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. That's my opinion, and I'm not going to sell out on it. Ever. I don't think anybody has the ability to buy me off. Jimmy Dore says 22 million is his price. He's like, yeah, just like the Young Turks. Someone offers me 22 million. Yeah, you could make me say whatever you want me to say. Not me. I'll tell you to take your 22 million and stuff it up your fucking ass. I don't need it. I don't need $22 million. Oh, I could use it. I could do nice things for a lot of people, but I'm not willing to lie to achieve that. Jimmy Dore is willing to lie. Not that he's doing it now intentionally, but he said he's willing to do it. He's willing to change his narrative for $22 million. And he might be joking about that. And, if some Katzenberg-like motherfucker goes up to Jimmy Dore and has the 22 million or 30 million and says, hey, Jimmy, I want to buy you off, man. I want you to stop talking about this, and I want you to start talking about this instead. 30 mil, okay? According to Jimmy Dore, he'd jump on that shit. Now, it sounds like a joke to me, and maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he wouldn't sell out. But I tell you one thing for sure. I won't even joke around about that shit. I wouldn't sell out. And it's not because I'm a good human being. I'm not. It's just because I can't. That's all. I just can't go back to that frame of mind. Once you walk out of it, once you leave it behind you, oh, it's so freeing, man. It's like a snake that just shed its skin and it feels all shiny and new and sleek and beautiful and perfect. Got that old skin off. That's how it feels. When you stop playing narrative, when you stop playing, team ball, you're only going to play for your team. You're only going to support the facts for your team. You're going to ignore the stuff that goes against you. And that's what my father calls a liar. You're a goddamn liar. That's what my father would say to you, Jimmy Dore. That's what my father would say to you, Jackson Hinkle. Just so you know, my father would call you a liar. Just so you know. You're not giving your audience the full truth. Let's talk about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Let's talk about kids, getting sick on this thing. Let's talk about the fact that saves lives by the millions. Let's talk about that. You don't want to talk about that. You never want to give that any fuel. And that's making you a liar. When you don't give all sides full coverage and you're just trying to convince people of what you're saying, winning people over, man, those are some weak ass people you're winning over that can't see through your bullshit. And that's why I'm here, man. Billy has been working on me for a long time about Jimmy Dore. And I refuse to cave until I see it for myself. And when I see it myself for what not the fact that he colors his hair, or wears contact lenses or whatever the fuck, but for the fact that he will sit there, look me in the eye and lie to me and tell me it's fucking raining while he's spitting on me. And that's the way I look at it. Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much for saying that's very nice of you. Well, I would like to think that, what's your coffee brand recommendation? I'm going to go, I got coffee right here. What am I saying? Pete's Coffee. Right here. I got the Pete's. I love it, Lenny. Pete's Coffee. I don't know which one it is, a dark roast or French roast. Pete's Coffee French roast, I think it's called, but I'll go look on it. It is so goddamn tasty and good. I love it in my Keurig 2.0. I fucking love it. You can't go wrong. Hey, you guys want to share this around? Get me some people here before I give up on the show completely. I've got a very low, and this is a 420 show. 710 is 3 minutes away on the East Coast. There's no excuse for my people to not be here supporting me right now for this big fucking fat bong hit I'm going to do for 710. Oh, I just spilled a little coffee on myself. It went right down my chin. Oh, it went right down my shirt. I'm spilling the coffee on me. I love it. It's so much better when you don't have a beard and that happens. Oh, you got the beard and you can't dry off your chin. It stays under the hair. Oh, This is so much better. I got a little dribble. I got a little dribble idea on my chest. Look at me. I look like a dumb old man now. Look at me. Dribbling. It goes in the mouth. The kefefe. You know what? I changed my mind. We're going to start off with a dab. What's wrong, Harlots? Did I scare you? All right. Sorry. All right. You know, if you go like that, it attracts most cats with your finger. You're fucking such idiots. Oh, my goodness gracious. I would love to hear Ron say this thing that he says about free speech.
11 viable alternatives to completely get us off of fossil fuels or peripheral issues that are going to come with it. You know, so it's just like, to me, that's part of the reason why it's like I got rid of Spotify. I just like, I never used it.
Here we go.
Just something that was there on my computer.
Oh, sorry, I don't have the source.
So I got rid of it. I use Pandora and Bandcamp. Those are the two ways that I listen to music. And
Bandcamp's a lot better. Yeah, Bandcamp is much better. I mean, look, and I do occasionally make, like, I try to make Spotify playlists just to get music to people because, like, it is a convenient tool.
Yeah.
But I do try to avoid Spotify for the best of my ability.
No law regarding all my settings being erased.
And
hey, Tommy Martin, what are you doing, brother? I am smoking some Pinoy Diamonds. Cheers.
All of this happened. Right. So, yeah. So, I mean, even though I don't, in principle, agree with Neil Young's reasoning. I mean, he's allowed to do it. I mean, that's his choice to make. Like, he's allowed, like people Absolutely. Are like, oh, Neil Young is violating the free. No, he's not violating anybody's free speech. Like, he's making a decision where he's saying, I don't want to have any affiliation with this whatsoever. So if this is going to be on this platform, I'm not going to be.
And that's why Ron Flacon is wrong about what he just said. Love you, Ronnie. But you're wrong, and I'll explain why. Because he is trying to get Joe Rogan pulled off of Spotify. He did give them an ultimatum, okay? And Ronnie is not correctly reporting this to his audience, and he's doing them a disservice. It's okay. I'm going to clear it up for everybody, because I know all of Ron's audience watches me. It's not true. None of them do. But you guys do, and I'm gonna straighten it out for you right now, okay? Neil Young gave Spotify an ultimatum. He said, if you don't remove Joe Rogan, then I'm going to pull my material off. That's trying to control someone's free speech. That's using whatever power Neil Young thought he had with his music as a tool, as a weapon. He literally weaponized his music against Joe Rogan. And I can't believe that Ron Placone doesn't see that. But I bet you, right now, Ron and I were talking, I could show him. I could explain that to him. Look, dude, I understand that you don't think that Neil Young was trying to use his power to do anything, but I've got you on this one. He totally did. Maybe you don't understand the story, but I read the fucking article. I've read several of them and gave Spotify an ultimatum. He said, you either pull Rogan off or I'm taking my material off Spotify. And Ron, that's what was said. You don't get to change the facts around reality, bro, so that you can feel a little bit better about Neil Young. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's playing narrative in his own head. He doesn't realize he's doing it. Ronnie, you're playing narrative in your own head right now.
I don't agree with taking that stand in that way because I think that, free speech is a precious thing. We have free speech laws,
and now I will agree with everything that he says.
Should be applied in the digital space, and the reason I feel that way is because if it wasn't for free speech,
hey Taylor,
we wouldn't know what's going on around the world. The stuff that we just talked, we wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't know what's actually going on in other countries. We would just be getting the PR
the narrative
message
right
from the United States Pentagon.
Right.
That's what we'd be getting. So free speech is a precious thing, but you know what? To have that precious thing, that also means
you got to hear the other side.
With some views and opinions and takes that you don't like,
right? Like mine,
that you disagree with,
right?
And I think
exactly
the best solution for bad speech is good speech.
Exactly.
But to me,
that's what Jimmy Dore would say
that
too.
Just kind of curate critical thinking.
Sure.
And isn't that what you
Yeah.
want out of people?
Now-
Is
Now, what's a famous owl? Woodsy the Owl. What Woodsy the Owl is going to say here, and I'm sorry, Woodsy, but you chose those frames, not me. What Woodsy the Owl is going to say here, I totally agree with too. I totally agree with this guy. I like this guy.
some critical thought, so you know what the other side of the argument is, and you should know why you disagree with it,
Yes.
not just that you disagree with it.
Yes.
So it's just I disagree. Yeah, I disagree with deplatforming people for they have bad opinions. Okay, then add some good opinions on that platform, right? Like that's
Yeah, I totally agree. But you sounded like you removed your material off of Spotify right when everyone else did, and you claim it wasn't because of Rogan and it wasn't because of Neil Young. But I just think that's really weird. You never said the time scale of when you removed yourself off of your stuff off of Spotify. You said you did it for other reasons. This guy right here, Woodsy did. Oh, you saw this? You like the frames? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't wear them. I mean, they're a little pencil neckish, feminine, effeminate, pussy-esque, I think would be a good term. Now, look at Ronnie's frames. Ronnie's got some nice masculine, straight-looking frames there. But the whole roundy, bubbly, curvy, yeah.
that's one way to deal with it. I took my stuff off not because of
Dude, I don't even know if this guy's dick gets hard, okay, with those glasses on. I'm sorry.
Joe Rogan. I took my stuff off because I don't want them making money off of my stuff. And I know they're not making a ton of money off my stuff.
And, his voice isn't helping either. Just saying.
But I don't want them making any of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I took my stuff off of Spotify.
Here, listen again.
Is some critical thought. So you should know what the other side of the argument is.
This is why he
and you
claims
should
he took
know
his
why
stuff
you
off
disagree
Spotify.
with it, not just that you disagree with it. So it's just I disagree. Yeah, I disagree with deplatforming people for they have bad opinions. Okay, then add some good opinions on that platform. Right, like that's one way to deal with it. I took my stuff off.
Oh, a year ago?
Of Joe Rogan, I took
All
my
right,
stuff off because I don't want
Good.
them making money off of my stuff, and I
Good.
know they're not making a ton of money off my stuff, but I don't want them making any of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them making money off my stuff. Why? YouTube's making money off of you right now. What's it matter whether it's Spotify or YouTube? A year ago, you had a problem with Spotify making money off of your stuff? That doesn't make sense. Who cares who's making money off your stuff? If they're hosting it for you, they should be getting compensated for it. Right? What? You think that if the Spotify should exist for free and host you for free? Huh.
Well, that's why
I guess they should inundate all of their viewers with fucking advertisements like YouTube does then, huh?
I took my stuff off of Spotify. And I'm glad Neil Young took him. The article said he lost 60% of his.
He says he's glad Neil Young took his stuff off of Spotify in protest of Joe Rogan. So this guy just says two totally different things. He's not even making sense now. He literally just said he agrees with Ron Placone. There should be two sides to it. Now he's saying, oh, I support him in removing his stuff and making a stink about Joe Rogan's right to free speech. What? Dude, this guy is fucked up. I don't care what you think about his fucking owl-like glasses and you've been watching him for a while, Holly. You're not. I've watched this guy for all of 10 minutes and I already judged this motherfucker. I'm never going to listen to him again. He just completely reversed his whole opinion within 1 minute. And I guess that's okay for you, huh, Holly? The guy's not making any sense at all.
Streaming revenues. It's like he lost $17.
Yeah, he lost like $20.
I doubt that.
Neil Young is out $4.
I doubt that.
Yeah, it's so funny too.
I have a feeling that a lot of people were listening to fucking Neil Young and he was probably making a killing on Spotify. Just, on the goddamn ad revenue or whatever the fuck they do, the monetization, however they do it over there, I guarantee you he was making a good amount of money. And these guys are like, oh, yeah, he made all $27. No, he didn't, but it wasn't even funny.
Like watching people, you know, like pretend at a brilliant songwriter. That's
true.
true.
That's true.
I still love Neil Young's
Me
music.
too.
But again, you know, you could say I don't really agree with his approach here.
Right.
But you know,
You know,
hey, still like the guy's music, still respect him. And
Right.
guess what? He's not infallible.
he sounds just like me this morning, doesn't he? Exactly like me right now. I love it. Not all wishy-washy like this guy is with two different opinions for you. This guy literally has two totally opposing opinions that he claims are his. That's what this guy just did. And Holly thinks this guy is great. Right, Holly? This guy? The guy who literally just reversed his opinion right in front of our faces in 60 seconds. Oh, yeah, Ron, I think there should be two sides. Yeah, you should have the ability to, you should have the ability to to try to get Joe Rogan shut down and silenced. This motherfucker just reversed his idea completely. Does anybody realize that? Or am I just screaming into the wind again? Anybody out there? Or let me guess, these two guys are watching. Ronnie and him are watching right now, so they're not going to say anything. Anybody else? Anybody going to talk at all? It's fucking 4:20 right now. It's time for me to smoke a big fat fresh bong rip. I've got it loaded and ready to go. Is anybody going to say anything in my fucking chat ever again? Ever? It's been 4 fucking minutes since I got a single fucking chat. Jesus fuck. Hello? Anybody there? You guys upset because you're not on screen? There you are. There, you're on fucking screen. You gonna talk now? Oh, hey, Greg. Hey, Greg. Hey, hi, Oracle. Oh, hi. Oh, I didn't know you were here. I thought I was just screaming into the wind all by myself. Well, thank you for fucking talking. You know, I'm glad I've inspired some fucking conversation out there in the old chat. You know? Great. This guy just lied to you. Fuck him. Wake up. You know, Ron didn't even catch it. And you know what really drives me crazy is Ron did catch it. He just decided to not say anything about it. I could see it in his face. He totally heard that guy reverse his opinion within 60 seconds. Oh, I totally support Neil Young in removing his... Really? Oh, but you just said there should be two sides to the story for everyone to hear everything. The First Amendment, yeah, it's also important. And then you say, oh, I support Neil Young in trying to get Joe Rogan fucking silenced. How do y'all feel about that? How do you feel about this fucker right here? I'm just kind of curious. I don't like him. I liked him. Now I don't. Because now I fucking really listened to what he said and realized it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Why don't you all do that too? Listen to this motherfucker, all right? From where he says he agrees. Just humor me here, all right? Humor me. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute at a time. Let's see if it does it in 1 minute.
Good opinions on that platform, right? Like that's one way to deal with it. I took my stuff off not because of Joe Rogan. I took my stuff off because I don't want them making money off of my stuff. And I know they're not making a ton of money off my stuff, but I don't want them making any of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why
I
took my stuff off of Spotify. And I'm glad Neil Young took him. You know, the article said he lost 60% of his.
I'm glad Neil Young took his stuff off Spotify. That's it. That's the reversal. And it was 1 minute. 1 minute. This is 47:21. Watch this. I'm going to go to 4621. Watch this. He's going to do it in 60 seconds. Or your next one's free. Watch. 4621. Watch. 4621. He's going to say two totally different things here, folks. And I want to see what you have to say about it in the chat when I show this to you. Listen to this guy say two totally different things.
I think that the best solution for bad speech is good speech.
Right?
But to me, doesn't that just...
Isn't it funny how at first he goes, but? What do you mean, but? Weren't you going to agree with Ron? Oh, you weren't at first, but now you're trying to reverse what you're going to say. Here it is.
Kind of curate critical thinking?
Sure.
And isn't that what you want out of people? Is some critical thoughts?
Yes.
You should know what the other side of the argument is.
Yes, by having both narratives. You hear him? Making total sense there. Agreeing with Ronnie. Wait for it.
Know why you disagree with it.
Less than 60 seconds later.
Disagree with it.
Literally less than 60 seconds later.
I disagree. Yeah, I disagree with deplatforming people for.
Okay, he does, right?
They have bad opinions. Okay, then add some good opinions on that platform.
Wait for it.
Right, like that's one way to deal with it. I took my stuff off not because of Joe Rogan. I took my stuff off because I don't want them making money off of my stuff, and I know they're not making a ton of money off my stuff. But
so who cares?
I don't want them making it.
That makes no sense. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're an idiot.
That's why and I'm glad Neil Young took him. The article said he lost.
Boom, 60 seconds later, to the second. And I told you he did it within 1 minute. Yeah, I'm glad Neil Young took his stuff off. Dude, you just said there should be two fucking narratives. Why are you glad Neil Young did that? That doesn't make sense at all. Did you guys follow that? I know we're smoking cannabis. Were you guys able to think through this shit while we're smoking cannabis? I asked you guys, we started a minute ago to stay with me on this. Come on, chat. Chat me up, chat. Chat me up, chat. Come on, chat. We're at the show. I want the chat for the show. Shouts out Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Show, chat. Anyone? What, am I intimidating you guys? Are you fucking kidding me? What, should I stop working out? Is it that muscles are too fucking scary for you? Is it this? That's nothing, man. It's my goddamn neck. Get the fuck over it. I've seen shit way scarier than a pulsating vein in my neck when I'm yelling at you. Shout out to the show. I'm just looking for some goddamn human contact here, people. I mean, why is he so pissed off at Joe Rogan? Because he doesn't like what Joe Rogan says. He disagrees with the people Joe Rogan has on his show. And he thinks that Joe Rogan should be throttled and maybe shouldn't have $100 million from Spotify and maybe shouldn't get 1 million views per fucking podcast. And he's jealous as fuck. This fucking little hourglass cunt motherfucker. He's a jealous little fucker. And he wants to silence Joe Rogan. He agrees with, Crazy Horse fucking using his fucking weight to try to silence Joe Rogan. And he agrees with it. And he admitted it within 60 seconds of saying there should be a counter narrative. And poor Ron Placone just didn't have what it took to fucking stand up to this cunt and call him a fucking cunt to his fucking cunt face. How's that, Chris? Did I get it? Fucking dumb cunt.
60% of his streaming revenue. So it's like he lost $17.
And,
he lost like $20.
Oh, and am I jealous of this guy? Yeah, I am. I'm totally full disclosure here, guys. I always keep it real. He's going on tour with Ron Placone, doing stand-up with him. Poo-poo head.
Bucks.
Cheers. I'll smoke to that. Hey, you know what?
$4.
It's a nice thing, and I will say congrats on your tour with Ronnie Placone. I wish it was me, but I don't know how to do stand-up. So I'm glad that you know how to do stand-up. Good for you. You're a better person than I am. Cheers to you, buddy. Fucking hourglass-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, and it's so funny too, like watching people, like pretend they don't know who Neil Young is
Oh
to
my
be
God.
like, yeah, who's that? A brilliant songwriter. That's who. I still love Neil Young's music, but again, you could say I don't really agree with his approach here, but hey, still like the guy's music, still respect him, and
Yeah.
guess what? He's not infallible. He fucking liked Reagan, okay? Neil Young ain't perfect. He's not Bush, especially in Iraq. I appreciate that. But dude's made some mistakes too. Just like me,
Yeah.
just like you, just like every other freaking
Right.
human being on the planet.
Right?
And so if you stand for anybody involved here, stop having freaking heroes. I've had it the other way too. So a mutual friend of ours, Tim Ross, went viral because of that freaking hilarious thing he wrote about Joe Rogan and Hamburger. Which you guys have probably seen that.
I haven't.
It's very funny.
I don't know what that is.
And comics poke fun at each other. And it's funny. It's satire. So I retweeted it because first of all, Tim wasn't getting credit for it. So I retweeted it and I was just like, hey, Tim wrote this and it's funny. Good for Tim. And then somebody was just like, Ron, you're a shitlib now.
That's so funny.
And I was just like,
he's definitely not.
Say out loud what you're theorizing here. Just say it out loud. Ron Placone now has an entirely different political ideology. Entirely different than the political ideology he has had his entire adult life.
Dude, I want to replay that. 49 minutes in.
It's like, Ron, you're a shitlib now. and I was just like,
That guy's like, ha.
Say out loud what you're theorizing here. Just say it out loud. Ron Placone now has an entirely different political ideology. Entirely different than the political ideology he has had his entire adult life. Why? Because he retweeted a piece that a friend of his wrote about the biggest podcaster in the world. It's a satirical piece about that.
God forbid any of us have a fucking opinion about anything, right? I got accused of having an opinion about Candace Owens' blackness because I'm white on Twitter today. And I was like, wow, that's shocking. So I can't even have an opinion about Candace Owens because I'm a white man? Wow. I was like, how about you go fuck yourself?
That podcaster. It's based off of an event that happened.
Hamburger is pork because it's spelled with ham in it. I mean, is he just trying to say that Joe Rogan is dumb? That's funny, but it's just so, if anybody knows anything about meat, it would be fucking Joe Rogan. He's more of a meat expert than most people are, probably. That's kind of funny.
And where Joe Rogan made a mistake, admitted he
man
made
eats
a
elk.
mistake, and Joe Rogan also not really a lefty anyway. So you say, was the podcaster a big lefty? No, just so yeah. Anyway,
He didn't get it.
Yeah.
Owly didn't get it.
A tweet though, like your entire life philosophy was chained over a tweet. My God.
I got a new name for him. Squeaky Owl. Squeaky Owl.
Yeah, right.
How fragile was your life philosophy at that point?
It was just one tweet away. One freaking
He's almost like Pee Wee Herman there.
satirical stanza.
That's all it needs. That's all you need.
So yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it's an interesting issue. Again, I usually don't give a fuck about stuff like this.
I love that he said that.
Like, so and so has this quarrel with him. Like, that's nice. I don't fucking. That's great, especially when other comics are involved. I'm just like, okay. And I will say this too, as an aside. I feel like in some ways, and again, when I say this stuff, this doesn't mean I agree with everything on the Joe Rogan podcast. I don't, and I don't watch it that much, so I don't really have a thorough assessment anyway. But I think in some ways, when you look at like the media, he is like our generation's Marilyn Manson. He is like the Marilyn Manson of the 90s. And what I mean by that is in the 90s, everybody was always talking about Marilyn Manson and blaming him for societal ills. And it's like, dude, this guy's just making
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, Ron. That was, I think that's a really bad analogy to say that Joe Rogan is today's Marilyn Manson. I would be like more like Joe Rogan was the 90s. It's hard to think of a polarizing right winger because I'm not calling Joe Rogan a right winger, but I'm just trying to think of somebody that put a counter narrative out there against the left publicly and had a lot of love from the public. I mean, Marilyn Manson was just singing stupid fucking songs. He wasn't, his lyrics weren't educating or, doing what people accuse him of misinformation, informing. No. I wouldn't say Marilyn Manson at all. I would say, I wouldn't think of a musical. He's talking about Joe Rogan, or is he talking? Yeah, he's talking about Joe Rogan. Maybe like early Bill O'Reilly, when he first came out and he was younger. He was like, fuck it, let's go live. That version, maybe that's more like who Joe Rogan is today, because he had a message. He wasn't right about shit. He was wrong about shit. He put misinformation out there. Bill O'Reilly did, still does to this day, and had a big fucking following, had interviews with people. He interviewed with Jon Stewart. But it's just, it's really hard. I got to give Joe Rogan credit here. It's really hard to come up with any other human being that has done what Joe Rogan has done in the past and try to compare that person to Joe Rogan. You guys, name a person who back in the 90s was like the Joe Rogan of today. I mean, who would that be? I wouldn't think it would be a singer. Right? Because you got to think it's like someone that really spoke, didn't just sing or rap, but someone that interviewed people. Joe Rogan speaks. Now he's a comic, but hey, maybe there's a stand-up comic that was doing it back in the day, that was interviewing people and doing stand-up. No one comes to mind. Isn't that crazy? Can you guys, the chat, you say Ozzy? Yeah, I don't see Ozzy interviewing anybody. What interview? Who did Ozzy interview? When did Ozzy ever sit down and speak in a podcast type format? Of course they didn't have podcasts back then, but in a public type setting, bro, where a lot of people listen to him. Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer didn't have much to say. He didn't have a message. He just had a show, right? I know he ran for office, didn't he? But I don't even know what his platform was. You compare Ozzy Osbourne to Joe Rogan. You compare Jerry Springer to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. The guy who announces for the UFC fights. Think about it. The guy who used to play fucking Quake 2 Lithium on his computer. That was in a fucking clan. He played fucking video games. Not really anyone to compare him to. That's what I'm saying, man. I got to give him credit. I can't think of anybody. Who did I come up with? Fucking Bill O'Reilly? Psst. Please. You know? So it's hard to, I think it's hard to compare him to anybody. So this is bullshit because all of my settings got erased. So I've lost everything. So I had to reprogram it. I had to reprogram the chat. I had to redo the scene over there. And I don't have the crypto up yet. I'm not looking at crypto right now. It was pretty bad earlier. So I didn't bring it up. Not really anyone. Joe is the new generation. Well, the internet is, right? And think about this. We've also got podcasting. You know? We've got podcasting now. You know, we didn't have that back then. It's just different, man. You've got the freedom to do whatever you want. Everybody can do. Everyone's got their own show. You know? Everyone can be a star. And in my opinion, you know, that's the way it should be. You know? That is exactly the way it needs to be. And what those two guys were talking about, you know, at first, what Owly guy, what did I call him? Squeaky Owl? Squeaky Owl was right at first when he said everyone needs to be able to hear both sides to an argument, whether it's factual or fiction. It doesn't matter. You got to hear what people are saying, at least. You don't silence them. And then 60 seconds later, with the guy who's pulling his material off of Spotify because Spotify refuses to pull Joe Rogan off of Spotify. And he agrees with that. Holly. Been following him for over a year, huh? And you're just now hearing what a moron he is? He fucking literally just lied to our faces. Make up your mind, bro. Tell us how you really feel. I mean, if you support Joe Rogan being silenced because you don't like the misinformation that he puts out to millions of people every day, well, say it. You're public. Fucking say it. Grow some balls. Take those stupid fucking owl rim glasses off that you fucking hide behind like a little pussy. And tell us how you really feel, because we just want to know what your feelings are. And we want to make a nice, safe space for you, Squeaky Owl, for you to express those feelings naturally, in a healthy way, around people who love you and encourage open dialogue. Tell us how you really feel, Squeaky Owl. Come on. Hoot, hoot. Don't pollute, kids. Give a hoot. Don't pollute. Woodsy, was I calling him Woodsy Owl before? I kind of like Woodsy Owl better because of the beard. Yeah, I think I'm going to call him Woodsy Owl. I mean, dude, Squeaky Owl's great because he's squeaky, but Woodsy Owl really suits him with the beard. I'm going with Woodsy. I'm going with Woodsy Owl. Holly's got nothing to say after that, huh, Holly? Holly Horney, like the squeaky owly guy. Come on, Holly, where are you? Talk to me, girl. I just watched a movie called Mortal. I watched it on Amazon Prime for free. It's one of the free movies that you can see. So this is how you find if, hey, give me a 1 in my chat right now if you have Amazon Prime. And you get the free shipping on delivery and all that shit. You get like 2-day shipping. It's all free. Amazon Prime. Hi, Nugs Money. How's it going? You watched anything about the truckers in Canada protesting? Yeah, I did actually. I also watched a whole report on it and the people that were, protesting there and everything. It was by The Hill. They have a show called Rising, I believe. And that's the show that I watched it on. Dave D, Billy Mong Thornton, freaking Oracle, Steve Running. 4 of you have Amazon Prime. All 4 of you. Have any of you seen that movie, Mortal? You go to Amazon, right? Go to the far left of your screen, which would be right here. There's a menu. Click the menu. It drops down. You'll see where it says Amazon Prime. Click Amazon Prime, and then it goes, the second one down, I think it says included with Prime. Or free with Prime. It's one of those. It says either included or free with Prime. Click on that page. Oh, Billy Bong, you're welcome. You guys are going to fucking love this movie. Oh, fuck. Bro, you're going to love this movie. I want to watch it again. Dude, I want to watch that shit again. Dude, I'm fucking telling you, man. If you guys think it's funny and coincidental what it says right here, you're going to laugh your asses off when you watch this movie. I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. Oh, you guys are going to thank me when you watch this movie. You guys are going to thank me. Nay, thank you for telling me to watch that movie. We liked it. Oh, man, you're going to like it. Oracle, I'll watch it after your podcast. Oracle, what time do you go live? 5? Live at 5? What are you going live about, bro? You going live about, bro? What you going live about, bro? You going live about, bro? What you going live about, bro? Can you get live, bro? Look how many people just left and said, we're going to go watch that fucking movie. Fuck this guy. Everyone just left my I did not mean to ruin your Black Panther party. Well, you did. Okay, you've all left. I see that now. You're all going to go watch the movie. You're going to love it. You're going to miss all my bong hits, dabs, and other discussion. But you are going to love this fucking movie. Make sure you watch it on a big screen because there's subtitles throughout. It's interspersed. There's English and there's subtitles and there's foreign language. So it's, tomorrow and Saturday. Oh, Oracle. Oh, Billy, I thought you were talking about oracles. Tomorrow night and Saturday night. All right. I got you. That's good. I'm not streaming. Okay, so nobody said anything. Okay, cool. Nobody said anything. That's cool. You don't have to say anything. Oh, you guys want to see my video that I made? No one has seen it yet, man. It's a premiere. I think you'll like it. I filmed it intentionally in portrait mode. So you're gonna have to deal with. It won't be that bad. It's a 9.5 minute video. Okay. Oh, Holly, you're still here. Hi, Holly. Hello, Holly. You're still here. Oh, Holly, I'm still here. Holly. Okay, so check it, yo. Check it, yo. Man, look how dirty the back of my computer is. Look at the dust. Builds up. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get all of that cleaned up. It's all gonna be clean. When I get inside, it's gonna be really bad too, I bet. All right, so we're out here, and we're gonna fire up the air compressor as soon as it's done charging up. I'll go ahead and take the side off of the PC while we're waiting. And the side's gonna need to be clean too. So I'm just gonna grab a piece of cardboard here. The handle on the oven door? Oh yeah. I'll wait for the compressor to finish charging because I want to get the full blast out of it. And when it is, we'll go live tomorrow. Actually, I want to show you how dirty it is. And I do this all the time, man. But look how dusty the whole interior gets, man. Everywhere in there. Horrible. Horribly dusty, man. Hate that. Hey, there it finally shut off. What do you know? It took forever. Okay, man. We are blasting some air. So let's do this. Okay, man. Here it goes. Wait do you see all the dirt come out of my computer? Can you fucking believe all that shit? Give me a one if you like watching this. See if we can bump that chat. Freaking Oracle. Thank you. Anybody else? Look at all that dirt coming out of there, man. Right on the motherboard right there, man. Right where the memory sticks are. That's right where the hard drives are. That's the hard drives. That's the fans right there. That's the rear fan and the power supply down there. All of it. Can I get a 1 in the chat from anybody else? Besides Oracle. Thank you, Oracle. Can I get a 1 in the chat from anybody else who is enjoying this outside video of me cleaning the computer that we're literally watching the show on right now? You guys appreciate this? Oh, gee, thank you, Dave D. Thank you. See, if you guys let me know you like something, I'll know to do it again in the future. That's all. It's pretty easy. Thank you. I try to make it easy by just saying hit the 1, you know. Try to make it easy for you guys. Just hit number 1, hit enter. I don't think I'm asking that much. You know, just hit 1. Hit a 1. You appreciate it, hit a 1. No big deal. Hit a fucking 1. Fucking 19 of you and 3 of you hit a 1. And you don't like being outside my house chilling, you know, in 60-degree weather, next to my fucking Cadillac, hanging out on my fucking driveway, fucking cleaning off a computer. You know, all right, well. Oh, it was clear plexiglass? Oh, my God. I can't imagine. Yeah, the only thing you can see through on this one is the top. It's got a mesh top. And that's where, you know, all the dust is coming in from. It just falls right in through the top. But it's an open vent. You can, and there's fans up there. And they're blowing out. I got dual 1080s, GTXs. Down there below. They're pretty fucking big. You can see them down there. Right there. There. Right above the power supply. They're fucking huge cards. Obnoxiously huge. Not a lot of dust coming off it now, huh? Look at that thorough cleaning job, guys. I play Battlefield. I used to run Battlefield servers, bro. I used to run a clan called Natural Born Killers. Battlefield 2, 3, Battlefield 4, and we
there you have it.
We also played Battlefield.
I think we got in there pretty good, man. Nice and clean.
I forgot what that one was called.
Just put it back on.
It's like in
put
between.
it inside, see if we can plug everything
in
back
between 2 and 3, there was another one.
But oh, that's nice,
You could
huh?
fucking rappel and shit.
What a difference. And
Yeah.
that is a clean PC.
You guys like that? That's where it was dirty. Look how dirty it was. Oh, look at all that dust. Look at all the dust sitting on that ledge right there. Oh my God. Look at it. It's all covered with dust, man. Oh, fucking A, bro. It feels so good doing that to your fucking PC, man. You're just like, get all that shit out of there. It's going to run its fucking best. It's going to be the coolest it could possibly be. It's not going to have any dirt fucking getting stuck up in the fans and shit. You're on one of my NBK servers? Natural Born Killers? NBK Deathrock, son. NBK Cyber Reload. NBK Iceman. NBK Amish Hitman. NBK Chuckles. LCK. Lunatic Candy Creep. Orlando Band. Natural Born Killers, man. We had fun. Then we got absorbed by world-class killers. My friend Ralph's clan. He's still playing. Mostly alone, but he still plays. I've got Battlefield in a long time. And now that I've got an internet connection, I decided to, start fucking around with gaming again. I haven't really had enough time to do too much. I was just got my joystick working, and my joystick's broken. It's got some buttons that aren't working on it. Probably, maybe. Yeah, that's fun, huh? You guys like watching that video?
All my friends out there that are Bernie Sanders supporters, listen to this fucking bullshit from Jon Stewart. This is fucking crazy. We're supposedly QAnon members, I guess, because we supported Bernie.
Thank you. And as a kind of very balanced and neutral BBC reporter,
of course,
I should preface this by saying you could look at this from a sort of Bernie Sanders perspective, right? And actually, a lot of QAnon believers started out as Bernie supporters, and they got really mad when they thought that Hillary Clinton
the election
had
was
stiffed.
Look at Jon Stewart agreeing along. Oh, yeah, the Bernie Sanders supporters. Yeah, they're crazy. That's where all the Q people came from. Jon Stewart, fuck you, motherfucker. And you know what? Whoever this fucking cunt is, fuck you too.
You guys like my video? It's a good one. You guys, I didn't know I had this in my fucking phone. Holy shit, I took a screenshot of it. Look, this is fucking great. This is what goes on Twitter, guys. Come on. You want to focus on that. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. You're a fucking idiot and triggered now. And I put lol. You're a fucking idiot and triggered now. You're a fucking idiot. And you're the one that's triggered. Oh, who said that? I don't even know who said that. Real random CPA. If you guys aren't on my Twitter reading all my shit, you are missing out on gems like that all day long. I have to put that picture. I have to put that picture up on Twitter. It's not on Twitter. I just have it on my phone. I gotta tweet that shit. Oh my god. How do you tweet shit? Tweet. You're a fucking idiot and triggered now. I win the internet. I win the internet right now with that tweet. That I didn't even realize I had. Dude, let me tell you what happened. You guys ready? So earlier today that happened. You know, I saw it. I thought it was funny. I circled it and I wrote LOL above it. And then I thought I hit a button. It said down and it looked like it deleted the image. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I forgot about it. And now hours later, I looked through my phone images and boom, it got saved on my phone. Now it's on Twitter. Oracle. Hey, Oracle. You're the only one I'm talking to, I guess. You wanna come on, bro? Can you? Are you allowed to, or will the wifey not let you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the wifey. Will the wifey not let you? Fully remote. Sarah Palin spotted dining at a restaurant after positive COVID-19 test. Yeah, Sarah Palin found out she was COVID positive and decided to go out to a restaurant anyway. What a cunt. 3 Houston police officers shot. Wow. Let's be careful out there, guys. Yo, Oracle, are you driving, bro? The wifey? Yeah, did you like that? Bro, did I nail it when I said that? Let me know. Let me know if I nailed it or not. I don't know. Do you guys refer to her as the wifey? Ever? I'm shooting in the dark here. And I'm hoping I hit something. How did I do? Fix the oven door handle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you were saying something about that before. No one else is here. No one is saying anything. It's just me and you. It's weird. Weird show. But I know this is really pathetic, but I really have nothing else to do right now. You call her Wilma. You don't call her wifey. Close enough. I was just guessing. All right. Well, you guys take care. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next upload. You're still here, OG420. Hey. I didn't know. I thought it was just me and Oracle, man. But it's a lack of no one else. Yes. It's a lack of viewers right now. Yeah, so I'm just gonna call it a show. It was an hour and 20 minutes, so it was a good one. You guys take care. I love y'all. I don't know when I'll see you again, but I'll see you again. All right. Bye now. Bye, Steve Running, who couldn't talk at all this whole entire fucking time until right now, for some reason. All right. Bye, guys.